How you going? It's the 11th of October 2014. I don't know how long it's been since I've updated, but it's been a very, very long time. So here I am at West Lake in Hanoi. It's the biggest lake in Hanoi. It's very beautiful, as you can see. It's a lovely day. A bit pollution today, so the visibility is not that clear, but it's all good. So I'm actually heading to a cafe, one of the many cafes on West Lake, to upload the crazy guy on the bike and upload this video actually, while sipping on the best Vietnamese black coffee. So what's going on in my world? My time in Hanoi is coming to an end, which is why I'm doing this update. I've been here for too long, enjoying myself too much, so it's time to go. So visa. So my next country is China. The visa situation is not good because Vietnam and China are basically at war, and Hanoi, the Hanoian embassy, basically doesn't want to give any tourists a visa to China from here because they don't like each other. But I tried it anyway. I got all my paperwork together, got all my insurances, everything. I had everything. I looked online and I did everything that everyone recommended on the forums, and went to the embassy, waited in line, gave my things to the lady. Straight away she cancelled my 60-day request. I asked for a 60-day visa. She cancelled that, which is, I was expecting that. Cancelled my multiple entry. I was expecting that also. No real big deal. But then she made an odd request. It's me to go on my passport and write down every entry into and exit out of Thailand for my whole passport. And you know how many times, how many stamps I have from that in my passport? A lot. So I thought that was weird and unnecessary. But swallowed my pride and went and did it. Went back and sat down for 10 minutes going through all my passport, each stamp, looking for the Thailand stamps. And did it. So I waited back in line and gave it back to her. As soon as I gave the thing back to her, she took one look at it and then just flipped, man, like this. It was like I wrote something really bad on the paper in front of her and she just lost it. What is this? What is this? I told you to do every stamp. She wanted every single freaking stamp in my passport for me to write the entry and exit dates of every country, of every stamp. Like, just absolutely crazy. Like, just obviously didn't want to give me a visa, didn't want to even let my papers go through, and was being really, really rude, like full on attack, like this schizophrenic rude. So she flipped out, started like really talking down to me like I was a dumb ass. And then she started saying things in Vietnamese to her colleagues to me about me, like I know she was swearing at me. And everyone was looking at me, and then at that point, I also hit my limit and I fucking lost it. And proceeded to tell her to get fucked and threw the papers at her face. Well, she had a glass window. So I quickly hightailed it out there before I got arrested. I shouldn't have lost it, I know, but when someone just flips out at you like that for no reason at all and starts just cussing you out, it pushes my button. So I don't think I can go back to that embassy again. So that limits my options. So then there's other options where I could have, at that point in time I was that furious, that freaking angry, that I was just going, okay, screw China, that's it, I'm not doing it. I've had enough of this crap. If I make it so difficult to get a visa, then I'm not going to the country. But I talked to some friends on Facebook, and especially SK, if you're watching this, cheers mate. He put it all in perspective. I have to ride China. It's something I really want to do. So I started looking at other options. One of them was to go to Vientiane in Laos and apply for a visa there, which means it's like a 24, 26 hour bus ride. Not very keen on that. I've been to Vientiane before, a couple of times doing my Thai visas when I was living in Thailand. So not keen for that. So another option that I found out was I could go to Hong Kong. And there's lots of visa agents there, and apparently these agents can get me like a multiple entry 30-day, no problem, which means I can extend, I can just leave the country and come back in and get another 30 days, which is perfect, because that means if I do get this kind of visa, that means I can go up to China, have plenty of time to look around, go up to China, and by that time I'll be about in line with Taiwan. So I'll leave China, cycle Taiwan, come back to China, get my other 30 days and go up to Beijing. So this has actually turned out for the better in a way, because it's just added another country that I wanted to see on my list if I get this visa. So I found out this option. It looks the most appealing to me. The only negatives was that, you know, Hong Kong's expensive and that things, but this is life. You've got to do what you got to do. So straight away yesterday I booked the tickets for tomorrow, Sunday. So tomorrow I'm flying to Hong Kong for 5 days to get my visa. Hopefully the agent does his job and gets it all done. Hopefully the protest that's happening there is not going to affect things too much. Hopefully that typhoon that's going to hit Okinawa soon, I think, it's not going to affect me too much. So there's a bike shop there. So yeah, that's the plan. So tomorrow I'm flying out of Hanoi, going to Hong Kong, applying for my visa. Then I got to return to Hanoi because I leave my bike here. So that means I got to get a visa on arrival for Vietnam for another month visa. I'm only going to be here for like another week. So there's a lot of mucking around, but it's part of cycle touring, I guess. So, but the good news is I'm going to China no matter what. I don't care what it takes. How much money I got to spend on riding that country. So that's it. You're up to date. So yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to Hong Kong. I will keep you updated on my progress. See you soon.